All right, I can hear you, little buggers. Those birds are honing in on my mink. I was down there; they were making a lot of noise, and I saw the doe. And oh, warning graphics. If you're gonna look away, well, I guess too late. Got my poor frozen mink here. Gonna get him home, let him thaw out, get him out of the trap. I'll bring the trap back tomorrow. But you see, that's how fast they're finding them. You can hear them all. All the birds are coming. They're coming to get him. I can smell the bait. Again, when you're trapping, the first season, I shouldn't spoil this for you because it's a nice treat. But the first season, like, you don't see nothing, and all of a sudden stuff starts getting used to your smell, and then you just start seeing everything. And the first thing you're going to start seeing is birds. They're going to start following you, as you can see. Like, dude, we'll have some of that. You know, yeah, you do the killing, we'll do the eating. Yeah, that's the way that's the deal they want to work out with me. However, gotta pay the bird tax, right? So yeah, work your thumb down there. And again, depending on what trap you catch them in, if it was a hard hit like this one, don't pull so hard because, like in this case, this one, the pelt got, we'll just say pelted really bad, to the point where it's like, make sure you cut a membrane and not the pelt, and not the sides. Just even touching it, you see, this goes like that. Doesn't take much to open them up, but if you pull really hard when they're kind of the back snapped, like on this one, what happens is, I'll just get my fingers in there, is you'll pull the whole animal apart, and then you got a real mess. We're kind of nice and easy. Right around his midsection is where he's going to get the most. If you feel like he's going to kind of pull apart a bit, yeah, just go around just where the membrane is, very, very, very gently. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. You barely have to touch it. And be very careful with the sides. Now this fat stuff here, you can leave it on the pelt, or on the carcass, that's fine. If you can't, don't worry about it. And I wish otters were this easy. I don't like to do too much pulling because it does affect the fur. It is quicker when you pull them a lot faster, but I got this one and a raccoon to do today, which is not a lot. So, but you can take your time, You might fetch more money at the auction. Again, these guys are pretty fragile. They're an awesome little animal. Like, very vicious for their size. They'd be very terrifying if they were 12 feet tall. Yeah. They'd make a polar bear piss their pants. Oh yeah, you can see where the trap kind of broke them a bit there. Not too bad. Getting down to the legs. God, I wish every animal was this easy to skin. I mean, a little tricky to get them started for the first one in a long time. Sometimes just kind of figuring out where you are. Now, one thing I will say about mink, don't start them unless you can do the whole process in one day, skin them, flesh them, everything. Because these are kind of a really thin pelt, and they will start to dry. Even if you put them in the freezer, they might still start drying on you. Release off of them. What do you do too if you get too fat, too greasy? Damp them with the rag there, so just run. Okay, all that stuff at the bottom. That could have been a nipple I hit too, so the good news is the hole's at the bottom. So maybe, just maybe, I've saved myself. Nice. Easy. There we go. That's what I want. This tool here is just kind of a fat rubbing tool. I know it's mainly meant for beavers, but it's good for the light stuff coming off. There's no edge on it. You can just rub it down. All right. Good day, hi, and welcome. Let's throw this over here. Okay, I'm gonna grab one of these. Go feed my furnace. Got my beaver massacring machines there. Got the GoPro back up and running. I was able to spend most of the day. I'll just throw this in. Oh, I shouldn't be too long. Not the best way to stoke the fire, but it's in. Okay, Warren and Graphic are going to look away. Now's the time, because I have to retrieve my trap, which is not the graphic part, but the graphic part is this beaver's hoarding my trap. Let's have a nice look at this beaver. Hopefully I'll get this one skinned tonight. Got the raccoon skinned last night. 62 pounds. 62 pounds on this beaver. Hopefully my GoPro's got it. Okay, here's what I don't understand. God creates this beautiful creature. Okay, looks very lovely, but did he have to make him that heavy? You know, like, I mean, you're a freaking vegan. How the hell do you get that freaking heavy? Not my record. My record is 84 pounds, is the heaviest beaver I caught to date. But the way I weigh them is I got on the scale, and I then get on the scale with the beaver. And as you can imagine, the scale gets tipped quite well. Now, I left this beaver in all night. He wasn't fully frozen either, so that's one good news. Again, let's maximize the use of this trap jaw or things. Come on, easy. I'll get the stick out of here so I don't do any damage. How in the heck did this? What's going on? Let it go. Just let it go, buddy. Let it go. Come on. The idea is not to, oh jeez. Beaver's revenge. I wasn't kidding about him stealing my trap. I'm trying not to get my darn, oh, don't want my fingers near the never want your fingers inside the jaws of the trap. Oh my god. That was much more difficult than it needed to be. Okay. Whew, there we go. This is a very nice beaver. Broke its neck. 62 pound beaver, and that broke its neck. So you tell me if these things aren't, these Magnum Belials aren't, if Mr. Belial, if you watch my video once again and you want to comment, my comment to you is thank you for making such a good trap, because an efficient trap is a humane trap. So some of the older trap like some people like the older traps because they didn't hit as hard, but I've never had a problem with it damaging the fur. So these Magnum traps do work. The only thing is it does kill the tree. Like these, I'm probably gonna get maybe about 3 or 4 more kills out of this before. Mind you, I don't know how many kills I've got on this trap. Probably quite a few. But it does mangle the trigger. But I mean, you replace, so that's any trap. You know, there's a lot of force there. But I mean, a 62 pound beaver, and I can feel it's got a broken neck. So considering that their spinal column is that big. Now, I don't think I'll get that trap set up today, and my beaver Blitzkrieg traps won't be out today. Just the way the cookies crumbled, I had to do the uploading to, or else you were going to be stuck with my cell phone, crappy cell phone footage again. I didn't want to do that to you guys, but I'm going to take something else with me today, just to be a really sneakity sneak. I'm going to take the fox urine with me today. I'm going to take that with me today. So anyway, I'm going to get out there, check my traps. I'm going to try to keep my videos short so I can keep down on the uploading time. All right, there we go. I'm going to get this one out. 62 pounds. Look at this. I had a wolf tracking me yesterday. Hopefully he was tracking my dead beaver probably. Oh yeah, look at that. Eh? Wolf or a coyote. Yeah, small wolf maybe. Yeah, so my beaver might have led everything to my traps. The tracks are going the wrong way. You're supposed to go that way, buddy. My traps are back there for you. Anyway. So anyway, you can see what I mean by letting the animal basically dry out and warm up. So that's going to be stuck to him probably for another hour or two. And he looks pretty good. I can't definitely can't tell if it's a male or female. It's kind of hidden. But I'm just going to leave that thaw out. It's a little bit wet. Not too bad. I think what I might do is, on the next trap setup I'm going to do, I'm going to leave him here. Let him just kind of hang for a few, hang out like that. That'll be fine like that. So it's maybe I should leave him on the ground, to be honest with you. Here's why. Just for another hour or so, so that whatever's frozen to him doesn't pull any hair off. G'day, hi and welcome. Well, it's gonna be that way. Beautiful, lovely day. This is the kind of day dreams are made out of. Nightmare dreams, but dreams nonetheless. Everything's soaking wet. I'm not even on my trap line today. It's supposed to have been freezing rain last night. So far it's just been rain, but everything is crazy slippy. And yeah, the salt and sanding trucks are all out today. If you know where they're not, back here where I am. Okay, we appear to have a traffic jam here. Where'd he go? A little mole just right out in front of me. Hang on, I'll find him. He's in there. Where'd you go? He was like running all around here. This camera's too slow to turn on. Wait, he'll come back down. Ah, where'd you go? It was funny. He was like, make a liar out of me. Oh well. Here's a couple of mink boards and one marten board. I didn't think I had any marten boards, but I just want to show you the difference. So this is Vison M, is basically mink males, okay, and then I got Vison F, which is basically French for female martens or mink. And just to show you the difference, you can see there's a little bit of a difference in the sizes of the, you know, like how like the female's just a little bit smaller than the male one. So hopefully get it really good in the light. I don't want to use up too much memory because I got to get that mink skinned. There you can see like there's a bit of an overlap. Whatever. Oh, look at all that water coming in. It's raining out there a lot, so we've got lots of water coming down the but anyway, yeah, so and just to show you one more, that don't confuse your mink boards with your marten boards. So this is mink male, this is a marten male. There's just a tad bit of a difference in size, and we'll get under a little light better if we can. You can see that the mink is a lot fatter in the butt, so, but otherwise where you're going to get your confusion is probably between a mink female and a marten. And again, they're not exactly the same size. They're close, but they're not exactly the same size. Could you get away with it? Probably. Would I recommend it? Well, these, you know, marten are worth if you catch one, they're worth usually a little bit more. So very ever so slightly different sizes. I don't know if you can catch it or not. I moved it, but anyway, the marten is just a tad bit, or the female mink is just a tad bit narrower, not by much, but just enough. But where the difference is going to be is up in the marten is a little bit. You can see that's the mink there on top, or I guess now on the bottom, and there's the marten. So the marten's a little bit more slender at the up to the front shoulders, and then a little fatter at the base. So just so you show that, and then I'm just going to show you one more thing about my little mink here. He's finally thawed out. I'm going to have to get him done, but this is all the dirt that came off of him that was froze to him, just so you can see. And yeah, I'm going to get him out of the trap and cleaned up, and yeah, looking pretty good. Pretty fierce on the jaws on these guys. I know the lighting's not the best down here, and it's raining out, so everything's dark, but not a bad capture. Anyway, I'm going to get to it, and there we go.